So dear students, in the last class we have discussed regarding the general aspect of that alkyl halide and aryl halide. Today we will start the methods of preparation of the alkyl and aryl halides. Methods of preparation. Methods of preparation of that first we say that is alkyl halides. So first one, that is method of preparation from alkane. That is method of preparation of that alkyl halide from alkane. Alkyl halide simultaneously will go for that aryl halide also. CH4 that is plus Cl2. That is from alkanes halogenation you can take halogenation, that is CH4 plus Cl2, one of the hydrogen atom that will get replaced by that chlorine, that is CH3Cl plus HCl. That is regarding methods of preparation of that alkyl halides. From which material? From that alkane, by the replacement of that hydrogen atom by halogen atom like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. And we have to also explain their reactivity. So CH4 that has been treated with chlorine in presence of UV, ultraviolet light, or DSL, that diffuse sunlight. So hydrogen atom from that alkane that is replaced by that chlorine, so that the formation of CH3Cl. Monochloro, that is derivative, monochloro derivative, that is methyl chloride, CH3Cl, methyl chloride. And this again that has treated with Cl2 same, that is UV, ultraviolet light. You can take that is sunlight or that is diffuse sunlight. So again another hydrogen atom that is replaced by that chlorine, CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Again Cl2 UV, that is CHCl3 plus HCl. Again Cl2 and UV, that is CCl4 plus HCl. So there is the formation of carbon tetrachloride. The reaction will proceed till there the formation of that carbon tetrachloride, where all the hydrogen atoms of that methane that is replaced by that chlorine. So that is the, you can take, these are the substitution reactions. Hydrogen atom of alkane that is replaced by that chlorine. So this process that is known as chlorination, because chlorine atom will replace that hydrogen, or hydrogen atom is replaced by chlorine atom. So this is photochemical reaction that takes place in presence of sunlight. Similarly you can take that is CH4 plus Br2, same sunlight, that is UV, that is CH3Br plus HBr. And this reaction will continue till there the formation of CH2Br2, then CHBr3, and finally that is CBr4, that is carbon tetrabromide, but tetrabromomethane. But if we compare the reactivity of these two, that is chlorination and bromination, that is chlorination will be faster than that is bromination. That is taking place in presence of that sunlight. Both the reactions that taking place in presence of sunlight, where hydrogen atom of alkane in the subsequent stages that is replaced by that chlorine in case of chlorination and bromine in case of bromination. But the rate of chlorination is greater than rate of bromination. Next we will see, this is the chlorination, this is your bromination. Next we will see that is iodination. CH4 plus I2, that is I2, that is CH3I plus HI. This is one of the important question. How the iodination is carried out in alkane. Iodination of alkane that is carried out in presence of oxidizing agents like nitric acid, phosphoric acid, etc. Why? The reaction is slow. CH4 that is treated with IO2 to form CH3I and HI. The reaction is slow and reversible. Because HI is a powerful reducing agent. That is powerful reducing agent. HI that is treated as powerful reducing agent that reduces, that is CH3I again to form CH4 and I2. The reaction is slow and reversible. Since the reaction is slow and reversible, it is carried out in presence of another oxidizing agent which will consume that HI. So this is the slow reaction and reversible. Methane combines with iodine to form methyl iodide and HI. Again, if we will carry out the reaction in backward direction, methyl iodide reacts with HI to form methane and iodine. We want to find out this product. So this HI that takes the reaction in the backward direction. So we have to add such a substance which will consume that HI. This HI that takes the reaction in the backward direction, therefore we have to add such a substance which will consume that HI. HI is a powerful reducing agent. Therefore we have to add another oxidizing agent which will consume this one. Just like the nitric acid, HI plus H, NO3, nitric acid, then the formation of H2O plus NO2 plus I2. So HI is consumed. So immediately after the formation of that HI, that will get consumed by that HNO3. So according to Le-Chatelier's principle, whenever the concentration of the product that has been decreased, the reaction will be carried out in the forward direction. Means more and more amount of that CH3I will be produced. So the question is, how the iodination of that methane that is carried out? Why the methyl iodide formation is difficult? The answer is, methyl iodide formation is difficult because this reaction is slow and reversible. Then how it is done? It is done in presence of oxidizing agent like nitric acid, phosphoric acid, which will consume that HI. And according to Le-Chatelier's principle, the reaction will be carried out in the backward direction after the consumption of that HI. Because by the addition of that nitric acid, the concentration of HI will decrease, so that the reaction will be carried out in the forward direction again. HI concentration decreases, the reaction will be carried out in the forward direction. Reaction will be carried out in the forward direction. Means more amount of that CH3 that will be produced, methyl iodide. In a similar manner, if we will carry out the fluorination, of that alkane, CH4, that is first one chlorination, second one bromination, we have explained, third one that is iodination, which was difficult and carried out in presence of oxidizing agent, and in the next one we will explain the fluorination. CH4 plus F2, fluorine is highly reactive, so that reacts with, that is methane, to form carbon and 4HF. So there is no such fluorinated product. There is no such formation that alkyl halide, because fluorine is highly reactive. Then how the fluorination that should be carried out? The fluorination that is carried out in presence of, that is retarding reagent, that is moderator, or CH4 plus F2 in presence of cobalt moderator, or you can take, that is COF3, that is cobalt trifluoride, so that there is the formation of CH3F plus HF. Mark the difference. Fluorination is violent. There is no such formation of that fluorinated product. So to carry out that reaction, we have to add cobalt as retarder. that is negative catalyst, which will slow down the process of that chemical reaction, so that the hydrogen atom will get replaced by that fluorine. And iodination, that is slow and reversible, to carry out that reaction, that is nitric acid is added. So the order of reactivity of the halogens, that is fluorine greater than chlorine greater than bromine, that is greater than, that is iodine. That is taking place in presence of sunlight. Same type of mechanism, that is free radical mechanism, that taking place in presence of chlorination or bromination. Free radical mechanism in sunlight that is taking place. But if you compare the rate of reactivity, chlorine is greater than bromine. So fluorine is most reactive. The reactive reaction to be carried out, the cobalt or cobalt fluoride, that taken as moderator, that is negative catalyst. Iodine, the rate is very slow to carry out that reaction, that is nitric acid or phosphoric acid, which are oxidizing agents that has been added, which will favor the reaction. So this is the trend of, that is halogenation. In all these cases, that is hydrogen atom that is replaced by, that is halogen. Therefore the name is halogenation, that is chlorination, bromination, fluorination, or that is iodination. And all these reactions that takes place in presence of sunlight. Therefore that is photochemical reactions you can say, and that proceed through free radical mechanism. So we have to explain regarding the mechanism of that reaction. Regarding the mechanism of this reaction, the reaction that proceed in 3 steps. So first step, that is generation, that is, or chain initiation you can say, that is generation of that free radical, that is chain initiation. Then attacking of that free radical, that is known as chain propagation, and final step, that is known as chain termination. So the reaction that proceed in 3 steps, that is chain initiation, chain propagation, and chain termination. So we have to explain the mechanism of the reaction by taking the example of that methane and chlorine. So that is regarding mechanism, CH4 that combines with chlorine to form CH3Cl and HCl. So regarding the mechanism, first step, that is chain initiation, main starting of the reaction. Chain initiation, that is generation of that that is a free radical, not electrophile, that is your free radical, Cl bond Cl in presence of sunlight. In presence of sunlight, that is the homolytic cleavage of the bond. In presence of sunlight, that is the homolytic cleavage of the bond with the formation of Cl dot, that is free radical, or electron containing paramagnetic substance. Odd electron containing paramagnetic substance, that is known as free radical obtained by homolytic cleavage of the bond. So this free radical attack to the bond. Next, that is, this is the chain initiation. Next one, chain propagation. Chain initiation. Next one, chain propagation. Main starting of the that is the free radical which has obtained, that will propagate, that will carry out the reaction. C H H H. We know that the free radical that always results in the formation of another free radical. Free radical that always results in the formation of another free radical by homolytic cleavage. Cl dot. So this is the bond, mutual sharing. So in presence of that is free radical, this bond that will break homolytically. Free radical that results in the formation of another free radical by homolytic cleavage of the bond. So this bond will break homolytically. So H dot and Cl dot that combine to form HCl. That is H bond C, H, that is dot. plus H dot and Cl dot that combine to form HCl. This reaction will continue, chain propagation. This reaction will continue till there the formation of CCl4. So we have to carry out that reaction. H bond C dot. So this is free radical that will attack to that chlorine, Cl bond Cl. Again, there the homolytic, this is the free radical that results in the formation another free radical, homolytic cleavage of the bond dot Cl dot. So C dot Cl dot that combine to form Cl plus Cl dot. Mark this one. One hydrogen atom of that CH4, CHHH. H is replaced by that chlorine. So one of the hydrogen atom that is replaced by that chlorine. So there the formation of CH3Cl. Again, H bond C Cl, H bond H. That is CH3Cl. CH3Cl. Again that combine with Cl dot. Free radical. So there is the homolytic cleavage. So there is the formation of H dot and Cl dot to form HCl. So H bond C Cl dot H plus HCl. So again this will attack to Cl bond Cl. Homolytic cleavage. There is the formation of free radical. This free radical will attack to chlorine C dot Cl dot that combine to form C dot means 1 electron, Cl dot 1 electron, unpaired electron that combine to form one bond. So there is the formation of H bond C Cl Cl H plus Cl dot. So this reaction will continue till there is the formation of CCl4. This reaction will continue. Again Cl dot will come, this bond will break homolytically, there is the formation of that free radical again attack to that chlorine, there is the formation of CHCl3. Same process will continue till there is the formation of that CCl4, carbon tetrachloride. So this is your chain propagation. Cl dot will propagate the reaction. This is the chain propagation where all the hydrogen atoms of that methane that is replaced by that chlorine. In the last step, we will explain that the first one chain initiation, second chain propagation, and the third step that is known as chain termination. Chain termination. Third step that is chain termination means reaction stop. The residual parts which has been obtained, residual parts, remaining parts, they will combine to form again. That is the different products, side products. For example, Cl dot and Cl dot remains that combine to form that is Cl2. Or we can take H dot which if produced that combine to form H2, or H dot and Cl dot that combine to form HCl. And again there is a chance of formation of this kind of species, CH3 dot, these are the side products, not so prominent products that may combine to form C2, SCC, etc. These are the side products where that is the chain that has been terminated at this step. So the mechanism of that halogenation, we have taken that chlorination, or bromine, that is bromination. So hydrogen atom of that alkane that is replaced by that is chlorine, bromine, iodine or fluorine. So in this case that proceeds through three steps, that is chain initiation, propagation and chain that is termination. So this is regarding the mechanism of that halogenation. Next we will give certain examples of this kind for this halogenation process. I have to give certain examples how the different type of products may be produced during the process of that halogenation. For example, CH3 bond CH, bond CH3, bond CH2, bond CH3. First we have to discuss what are the different type of that is hydrogen atoms that is present in this molecule. what are the different type of hydrogen atoms that is present in this molecule. So we can take these hydrogen atoms, that these carbon atoms are of same kind. Same kind. Hydrogen atoms are same kind. This hydrogen atom, that is another kind of hydrogen. This is another kind of hydrogen. Why? This carbon atom that is attached to two methyl groups, they are of same kind. So these 3 plus 3, that is 6 hydrogen atoms are of same kind. A hydrogen atoms may be replaced by that chlorine. B hydrogen atoms that is attached to two methyl group and this group ethyl group, that is another kind of hydrogen atom. Again this hydrogen atom, carbon atom, hydrogen atom, these C hydrogen atoms are of different kind, and D, that is another kind. So in this molecule there is the presence of 4 different kind of, that is hydrogen atoms. Then how this chlorination that will be carried out in presence of sunlight? This hydrogen atom may be replaced by chlorine, or B hydrogen atom may be replaced by chlorine, or C or D. Any hydrogen atom A, B, C, D that may be replaced by that chlorine, giving different products, that is 4 kind of products may be produced. Then what are the products? That is CH2 Cl bond CH or CH3. If we replace hydrogen atom from this one, same product, bond CH2 bond CH3, or you can take, that is CH3, that is B hydrogen atom that is replaced by that chlorine. B hydrogen atom that is replaced by chlorine, or you can take C hydrogen atom that is replaced by chlorine, or the D hydrogen atom that will be replaced by that chlorine. So in this case 4 different kind of products will be produced, because this alkane that contain 4 different kind of hydrogen atoms. So these 4 hydrogen atoms may be replaced by giving different products. Or if we will take, that is benzene ring that is attached to its CH3, that is toluene. This is your toluene. So that is replaced by, if we treat this material with that chlorine in presence of UV, then the product will be, that is CH2Cl plus HCl. But in presence of FeCl, another product will be there. We will discuss later on. Or if we will take, that is CH2CH3, that is ethyl benzene. This is methyl benzene or toluene. Ethyl benzene that has been treated chlorine in presence of UV. This hydrogen atom, 2 type of hydrogen atoms are there. So this hydrogen atom will be replaced by chlorine to form, that is CHCl bond CH3. Another product is there, but this is least one, that is CH2CH2Cl. This will be the dominated product. Why? During that mechanism we have explained the chlorination that proceeds through free radical mechanism. So free radical, if this will be free radical, secondary free radical, and if hydrogen atom that is replaced from this one, then that will produce primary free radical. It will produce primary free radical and it will produce secondary free radical. Among them, secondary free radical that is more stable than primary free radical, which we have already discussed in past year. So secondary free radical, from this if hydrogen atom will be replaced, then that will proceed to that secondary free radical, and from this if hydrogen atom will be replaced by chlorine, it will proceed through the formation of primary free radical. We know that secondary free radicals are more stable than primary. Therefore the mechanism will lead to the formation of, that is prominent product, that is the compound, this compound. This will be produced as a side product, minor product, but this will be the major product. So this is regarding the questions related to this one. But the very important question, iodination is slow and difficult. Why? Because it is reversible. Slow. Because Hi is the powerful reducing agent that reduces CH3 to form CH4 and I2. Then how that reaction that is carried out? That is carried out in presence of oxidizing agent like nitric acid or phosphoric acid, which will consume that Hi, so that the reaction will be proceed in the forward direction according to Lee-Chatelier principle. So these are the halogenation reactions which leads to the formation of alkanes, that is alkyl halides from alkanes. Next we proceed regarding the other methods of preparation. Next one, that is method of preparation of that alkyl halide from alkenes. From alkenes. Second method for the preparation of that alkyl halide from alkenes. From alkenes, that is Ca, for example, CH2 double bond CH2, that is added with the halogen acids like HCl, HBr to form, that is chloride and bromide compound. For example, that is added with HBr. The pi bond, weaker bond, that will break by the addition of HBr. There is a formation of CH3 bond CH2 Br. This is your symmetrical alkene. Why symmetrical? Because carbon-carbon that contain double bond, both of the two carbon atom of the double bond that contain same number of hydrogen atom, two hydrogen atom. Therefore, that is treated as symmetrical alkene. And in case of symmetrical alkene, you can add that HBr, that is polar molecule, H plus Br minus. You can add to H to this side, bromine to this side, or bromine to this side and H to that side. Then that is same product, that is ethyl bromide. But whenever that is HBr that is added to on symmetrical HBr, that is on symmetrical alkene. Why it is unsymmetrical? Because these are the carbon to carbon double bond, both sides that do not have the same number of hydrogen atoms. This side that contain one hydrogen atom and this side that contain two hydrogen atom. So if that polar molecule that is added to this side, then what will be product? Two different type of products will be there. That is, according to that Markovnikov's rule, that is H plus Br minus. According to that Markovnikov's rule, negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contain less number of hydrogen atoms. That is Markovnikov's rule that taking place in the absence of organic peroxide. This is Markovnikov unsymmetrical alkene, polar addendum. This molecule is added, that is polar molecule addendum. So negative part of the addendum goes to that part of the carbon atom which contain less number of hydrogen atom. Means positive part will be added to more number of hydrogen atom. So that the formation of that is 2-bromopropane. The compounds of form, that is 2-bromopropane. But if the same reaction that is carried out in presence of organic peroxide, R2O2, organic peroxide, that is known as peroxide effect or Kras effect. And that is anti-Markovnikov's rule. Anti-Markovnikov's rule, same reaction, that is unsymmetrical alkene that is added with HBr, but in the absence of organic peroxide that undergoes Markovnikov's rule, that negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contain less number of hydrogen atom. But if the same reaction is carried out in presence of organic peroxide, then that will proceed to that anti-Markovnikov's rule, reverse of that Markovnikov's rule. What will that rule? Negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contain more number of hydrogen atom. This bond will break. Negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contain more number of hydrogen atom. One hydrogen atom, two hydrogen atom. So negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contain more number of hydrogen atom. Then what will the product? CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2, that is Br. So in case of Markovnikov's rule, the reaction mechanism that will proceed through formation of stable carbocation. But in case of anti-Markovnikov's rule, that will proceed through the formation of stable free radical. The products so formed that can be explained on the basis of that mechanism: formation of stable free radical, that is anti-Markovnikov's rule; formation of stable carbocation, that is your Markovnikov's rule. So this is the explanation of Markovnikov's and anti-Markovnikov's rule. To this side, there is no addition, that is no involvement of that Markovnikov's rule or anti-Markovnikov's rule, because this is the symmetrical alkene. You can add the positive and negative side to any side. So in case of unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the adenine goes to that part of the carbon atom which contain less number of hydrogen atom, that is Markovnikov's rule. But in presence of organic peroxide, the rule is reversed. Negative part will be added to that part of the carbon atom which contains more number of hydrogen atom if the reaction that is carried out in presence of organic peroxide, that is otherwise known as Kras effect or peroxide effect. This is from the alkene, one kind of method of preparation. And if you take double bonded compounds where there is the formation of alkenes by keeping the double bond constant, for example, CH2 double bond CH bond CH3. If this compound that has been treated with, that is chlorine at 500 degrees centigrade, or that has been treated with NBS, N-bromosuccinamide, N-bromosuccinamide, CH2, C double bond O, C double bond O, NH, that is succinamide. N-bromo means this hydrogen atom that is replaced by bromine. NBS, N-bromosuccinamide. That formula for the succinamide, bromine atom that is replaced by hydrogen. NH, that is succinamide. One hydrogen atom that is replaced by that bromine, therefore that is named as N-bromosuccinamide. So if we will carry out this reaction, chlorine at 500 degrees centigrade or that has been treated with NBS, in all these cases the allylic hydrogen atom, this is the allylic hydrogen atom, allylic carbon atom that is replaced by the hydrogen atom is replaced by chlorine or bromine. So the product will be, that is CH2 double bond CH bond CH2 Cl, or in this case CH2 double bond CH bond CH2, that is Br. Hydrogen atoms in the allylic position that is replaced by either chlorine or by bromine, that is NBS. So this is regarding method of preparation of, that is alkyl halide from alkenes. Next we'll go for that alcohols, how that is produced from that alcohols. Next, regarding the methods of preparation from alcohols. Next, method of preparation from alcohols. We know different type of alcohols are there. Primary alcohol, OH group is attached to 1 degree carbon atom. Secondary alcohol, OH group is attached to that carbon atom which is directly linked to another 2 carbon atoms, that is secondary carbon atom. And tertiary alcohol, OH group is attached to that carbon atom which is directly linked to another 3 carbon atoms, means that is 3 degree carbon atom. So in this case we have to explain, that is from alcohols by reaction with, that is Lucas reagent. From alcohols we have to explain regarding methods of preparation of that alkyl halides from alcohols in 2 ways. First, that is by using Lucas reagent. By using that Lucas reagent. From alcohols by using that Lucas reagent. What is that Lucas reagent? The mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2, that is known as Lucas reagent. the mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2, that is known as Lucas reagent. Then how that Lucas reagent that helps for the formation of that alkyl chlorides particularly. Primary CH3, CH2, OH that has been treated with HCl in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2, or secondary alcohol CH3 bond CH, concentrated HCl in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. I have written that concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2, concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2, or you can take that is tertiary alcohol that has been treated concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. So these are the reactions where the OH part of that alcohol and H part of that acid, OH part of that alcohol and H part of that acid that is removed in the form of the water molecule. And this water molecule that is absorbed by that anhydrous ZnCl2, and these OH groups are replaced by that Cl. OH groups are replaced by that Cl. OH and H that combine to form water, and anhydrous ZnCl2, anhydrous, that will act just like the dehydrating agent that will absorb that water molecule. Then what will the product? CH3, CH2, that is Cl, plus HCl. Sorry, that is H and OH that combine to form, that is water, and this water that is absorbed by that anhydrous ZnCl2. So in all these cases, the OH group that has been replaced by that Cl. So there is the formation of primary alkyl halide, chloride, secondary alkyl halide, that is chloride, and tertiary alkyl halide, that is tertiary alkyl chloride. So how that reaction that takes place? What regarding the rate of that reaction? In this case, this cloudiness appears, that is at once. That is cloudiness appears after heating. This reaction takes place if heated. After 5 to 7 minutes. After 5 to 7 minutes. And this is that takes place immediately. That takes place immediately. So the fast reaction in all these cases where the OH group is replaced by that chlorine, cloudiness appears. So in the first case, cloudiness appears only when the heating is done. And after 5 to 7 minutes, the cloudiness that appears. Cloudiness appears means OH group is replaced by that Cl. And immediately cloudiness appears after the addition of that concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2 to tertiary. Then if we will take the reactivity of these alcohols, tertiary more reactive than secondary, more reactive than primary. This is also one of the tests to distinguish between primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. How? 3 alcohols are taken in 3 separate, that is containers. Concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2 that has been added to it. If cloudiness that appears instantly, then that is your tertiary. After 5 to 7 minutes, if cloudiness appears, then that is secondary. And cloudiness appears only when heating, then that is your primary. So these are this reaction that clearly distinguishes between primary, secondary, and tertiary. Or you can say this is the method of preparation of that is primary alkyl chloride, secondary, and tertiary, you can say. So this is the method of preparation of alkyl halides, chlorides particularly, by using the Lucas reagent, that is the mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. In the second case, we will see that is from alcohols again. From alcohols again, by the action of PCl3, PCl5, or SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride, PCl3, PCl5 or SOCl2. In these cases, that the formation of that chloride, OH group will get replaced by that chlorine. OH group of that alcohol that is replaced by that chlorine. If we want to prepare, that is bromides or iodides, we have to take, that is phosphorus in presence of Br2, which will produce PBr3, or phosphorus in presence of, that is I2. For the preparation of bromide and iodide compounds, we have to take this. But for the preparation of chlorides, we have to take PCl3, PCl5 or SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride, with that of the alcohols. So, ethyl alcohol C2H5OH, that has been treated with PCl3. 3 molecules of this that has been taken, OH group that is replaced by that chlorine. So that the formation of 3 molecules of C2H5Cl plus, that is H3PO3, that is side product, H3PO3. We have given in the balance form. That is next one, C2H5OH, that has been treated with PCl5. So that the formation of OH group again that is replaced by that Cl, C2H5Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. It will take C2H5OH with that of the thionyl chloride, SOCl2. Then the formation of C2H5, same OH group will get replaced by Cl, C2H5Cl plus SO2 plus HCl. One important question is there, how to prepare, that is pure alkyl chloride. Whether we have to take PCl3 or PCl5 or SOCl2. The answer is SOCl2, that is your thionyl chloride. Why? In all these cases, that the formation of that alkyl halide, that is ethyl chloride. But in this last case, whenever we have taken that thionyl chloride, SO2 that is removed as gas, sulfur dioxide gas, HCl as gas, SO2 as gas, HCl as gas. So this is the pure one. But in this case, POCl3 remains as impurity, HCl as gas, removed as gas, but POCl3 that remains as impurity. In this case, H3PO3 that remains as impurity. So when ethyl alcohol that has been treated with SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride, that the OH group will get replaced by that Cl and pure ethyl chloride is produced because SO2 and HCl that is removed in form of gas. So this is regarding methods of preparation. If we will take, that is red phosphorus and Br2 instead of PBr3, red phosphorus and Br2, this OH group will get replaced by bromine. P red phosphorus and I2, the OH group again replaced by the iodine. So in this method also we can prepare, that is ethyl bromide C2H5OH that has been treated with red phosphorus and I2. OH group will get replaced by that I, or red phosphorus and Br2 that is replaced by C2H5Br. These are the products. So briefly we have explained regarding the methods of preparation of particularly to alkyl halides. These are the methods of preparation of the alkyl halides particularly. So in the next class we will discuss regarding the methods of preparation of that aryl halide, its mechanism and the chemical properties. Thank you all.